Hello. It's been a while since we've done a cleaning video, so I'm here to change that because we have another 20th anniversary that we can clean. As you've probably seen from the title of the video above, or above maybe, but wherever it is, we're cleaning Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit for the PS2. Yeah, I love Wallace and Gromit. It's fantastic. Yeah. Well, I've not actually played the game, naturally, which feels weird, because I've watched, the movies and shorts and stuff a billion times. But now we're going to clean the game, so we can play it on the stream, which you'll be able to find links for somewhere, wherever they end up. Cool. But this cleaning one, well, for a start, it's the first cleaning video with the new lighting setup, which isn't perfect because we can get like the super harsh shadows there. But anyway, it's a bit better than the last one, in my mind at least. But yeah, there's Wallace and you, if you can see there you are. That's you there. Anyway, moving on. So this one isn't that grotty or anything. We just got some stickers up here to remove and some, old sticker gunk, where inevitably there was a sticker that went over the rim there. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say it was Big W, because I know they like to do those, but I don't know. There's not enough left of it, and it's gonna be gone after this. So, I do have the manual and the disc. Speaking of the disc, pretty grotty, but should hopefully still work. No, those are not my fingerprints. I'm a bit better about those. But anyway, we'll set that aside because we will be cleaning that soon. We have the manual. Ooh, that's right, I forgot this was in here. A registration card for Konami. Get that here out of there. So, unfortunately, if I remember reading this, there is a date on it. No, maybe there's not actually. So I could maybe, assuming they're still here, of course. That's not their address. Wouldn't help. But if I send this off, it might actually. Oh, actually, it's just gonna do nothing probably because they'll toss it out, or they won't even get it. One of the two. Anyway, weird novelties of the past aside, beyond this game. We are going to take out the paper sleeve because we're going to clean the front of the case. If I can get these gloved fingers to actually grab onto anything useful. Here we go. Now we got it. I'll slowly slide that out. And then we have our case. So we're going to remove these two stickers, but we're going to keep the rating stickers and the official Sony thing as well, because I like to keep the ratings on there because Peggy is not really a thing here in Australia. So, and just for important sticker stuff, but this stuff not important. So let's see if I remember how to do this. I should do. It's probably overkill. We're going to grab our trusty plastic razor blade to get underneath the edges of the stickers to get them lifted up. Now, if we're lucky, we will avoid leaving any residue. If we're lucky, / I'm skilled enough, because I do know my hand-eye coordination, not great. Although I guess this might not fall under that category. I'll make sure we get a nice close view. Maybe forgotten how to position things in the light now that I've changed the setup. So bear with me a moment while I figure that out. Here we go. This will have to do. As we peel it around. I feel like I need maybe like an overhead light or something. Well, that's part of that off. We still have this more stubborn part. So, grabbing our razor blade once more, we will get underneath that. Okay. You definitely need to figure out what I'm doing with these lights, because I've just baked everything in shadows. Here we go. Nice and easy. Cool. It's usually the circle stickers here that I mess up when I mess up. I'm removing them. There we go. Brain decided to work eventually. Just had to do some buffering. Now, I guess moving on to. Okay, these are very fiddly because I've insisted on the gloves. Man, really need to make some alterations to these shadows. Cool. Okay, so I think if I just do that, we could be in a good position here. Boom. Alright. That went almost without a hitch, and even what didn't go off without a hitch, I wouldn't call a hitch, because it's just got a few, specks here, but that should just probably come off with just a general purpose cleaner. But we're gonna have to get the dissolve it anyway. Maybe not for that one, but very least for this one. So I will quickly grab that. Just using dissolve it, multi-purpose cleaner, sticky spot, and stain remover. Natural citrus base. It gets rid of sticky stuff for the most part. Right. So we will do that by preparing a trusty bit of paper towel, which we'll tear in half because we shouldn't need the entire thing. Get that all layered up nicely, and we shall. I don't think that's going to come across on camera very well, but it is going into the bit of paper towel. Now we're going to rub the crap out of this. Now look at that, it's already filthy, which means it's working to some degree. Actually, it's working infinitely better than I anticipated. Not that I'm going to complain, because it's usually these thicker parts that are stubborn as hell when trying to remove stickers. We might not even need to use a trusty razor blade, which is unexpected, but just so he doesn't feel a little left out. Oop, we'll flick him across the table apparently. Clumsy, clumsy fingers. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Look at that. Hopefully that came across well enough. But that has now come off completely. So a quick more dosage of that. There. Yucky. And just for good measure, we will use it to wipe off the specks, which are now wiped off. Excellent. Cool. So we finished with the dissolver stuff. That does leave a residue of sorts on the case, which, as far as I'm aware, doesn't do any damage or anything like that, but it does, feel weird to the touch. Makes things a bit more slimier, because you can kind of see where I've got and where I haven't. But that will eventually dry. But actually, we'll give it a wipe, just for good measure. Cool. You can still kind of see where it used to be, but that's fine. Because we do have to watch out here. There is a pierced bit of case, so we'll have to be very, very mindful of that when we put the paper sleeve back in, because there's bound to be some liquids that get in under that. So we will. Normally I would use my microfiber cloth, but being that we've got half a thing of this left, No, actually we will use the microfiber cloth because we might need that to... We might need the paper towel to clean up the wet spots. So we'll hold on to that. We'll use... Get the... Whoop, put the lid in the way. Ah. Yeah, sure, that's probably already way too much. Just for the camera's effect. Cool. We got our wet spot there. Again, probably not very well shown in the camera. But we're just going to give it a good old rub like we do. Like we know how to do and have been doing for many years. And we're just going to go around everywhere and clean up as much as we can. Kind of dodging the sticker a little bit because I don't want to damage it too much, but it's also not the end of the world if it does get a little bit wet. Because the important part is that it's still just there, I guess. So, it's a bit better. Let's try a little bit more on the spine here and get like really close to this sticker. Cool. That will do it, and we'll move on to the spine now. Which, the downside to this is you don't really get to see just how filthy it is. But, for my mind, that's probably a good thing. Because I don't know if I want to know just how filthy it is. Also, I've remembered, we still got some sticky stuff over here to get rid of. Yeah. Cool, that'll be the other half, or other portion of the sticker we removed the first time. So, this one doesn't look too bad, so we might use a cotton bud with this sticky spot remover, just over a bottle. It's fine to get this corner bit. So, you do like pick a direction and be like, right, cool. That's the way we're facing the light. Well, hopefully the soaking of that has appeared in frame correctly, because we are now rubbing it. Get it all up in there. Use the cotton bud itself to also rub off sticky part, which we have done to great success. There's the filthy sticker part. And that, well, that was that. It's gone. And we don't have as much residue to get rid of now. So that's good. I see you over there in case we need you again. But otherwise, we will, I guess, just do the same thing we did before. Give a slightly fresh dose of general purpose cleaner. And then we'll give the back a good old rub too, because it doesn't want to miss out on getting a rub. Oops, I got some water underneath the case there, unfortunately. We'll have to use that bit of paper towel we prepared earlier to get rid of that. And what else have we got down here? Cool, again, not too fussed about getting the stickers a little bit wet. The PlayStation one, I think is usually fine under this sort of thing, but you know, we will find out soon enough. At the very least, the PG rating should be fine. PG standing for parental guidance. So what is the mild violence? Oof, very spooky. I'll have to get my parents to watch the stream to make sure it's appropriate for me to be seeing. I think, minus the fluid we got under the sleeve here, that is looking pretty good. Alright, cool. Oh, hang on. Don't kind of see a smear there. So just give that corner a bit more of a heavy rub. Which has hopefully done the trick. Or it might have been temporary in the first place. I don't know. But anyway, open this up. We want to get the paper towel underneath. We can soak up that liquid we got in there. It's hopefully not too thick so as to damage the sleeve, to make it like too loose or whatever. Just notice another spot that may or may not come off with some rubbing. It might just be how the plastic is now. I'll try and not wobble the table underneath so you guys don't get motion sick or anything. That's honestly probably as good as it's gonna get. Cool, get rid of that. Doesn't look like we missed any of the liquids under there. That's good. Can't see anything on the front either, especially underneath that, although can't tell if that's just a mark or liquid underneath. I think it's just a mark there. But it looks like there's a drop of fluid under there. We'll go fishing just in case. Because I do enjoy me Wallace and Gromit. I'd rather not have it damaged if I can help it. It'd be even better if my motor skills were a little better for this. There we go. Let's get under there. Cool. Yeah, no, I think it's just a mark because that did absolutely nothing. Cool. Excellent. We have a clean case. On the outside, at least. The inside seems fine, really. So we'll do a quick rub down. Just a quick do. Quickie, if you will. Because I haven't seen any, trouble spots, of which some things in my collections absolutely do have. I think we've tackled some in the past. Again, I should probably not keep this on the table when I'm rubbing it, so you guys aren't wobbling about everywhere, being all loose in the knees and such. This will probably do it, I reckon. Yeah, that should be fine. Cool. Well, we'll leave that to the side open to dry, just in case we do anything bad with that. And we're gonna move on to this monstrosity. Again, not the worst thing by any means in my collection, but it's also not great. So we're going to fix that. It's well, that won't come back to bite me at all. So, what cloth do we want to use for this? Because we've got a microfiber cloth, but this might be a little rough on it, maybe. Sure, it's fine. What could go wrong? So, I'm going to switch to some methylated spirits for this one, just to get the extra good stuff on it, but I'm only going to use a little bit, because I haven't diluted it for a start, but also still not entirely sure the effects it's going to have on the disc. I've cleaned discs in the past with it and haven't had any issues, but there could be like a longer term problems. Alright, I'm going to start with minutes. So we're going to start with the right hand side so we can see it before and after. So starting in the center and sweeping outwards, we are going to wipe. Because if we do circular motions, bad. Don't do that. Because that's how you lose more data. Alright, cool. Another benefit of the methylated spirits is that it will dry faster. Because it's... I don't know, it just does. I'm not a chemist. I don't know. But look at the difference in that already. Isn't it wonderful? There are some scratches. Again, I'm not going to bother with that because as far as I'm aware the disc works, so I'm not fussed. Here we go. Perfect. Let's try and get a real time swipe. It's going to go along here. Hoya. Look at that. Oh, look at that. We missed this shot. Good on us. Let's keep going round. Again, hopefully this one isn't too rough. But I think we are looking pretty good. Now, if I was smart, I'd be testing the disc before I start the live stream, but I'm not known for being smart. So, I think it'll be fine. There's no scratches or anything here that I'm, concerned or anything about. It's not a Piglet's Big Game, because that one did crap out on us, like literally the last cutscene of the game. But is what it is. We did finish the game, basically. I'm happy to have said that is exactly what we've done. But that's a different game. We're talking about Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I don't think there is any problems on the disc itself, the front face, which is good. No like scratches or marks or stickers or anything that we want to get rid of, so... Hey look, it's you again. You can see it much clearer now. Say hello to yourself. Hello. Anyway, cool. So, set that aside. And we'll do a bit of a cleanup as we go situation. Because we want to reassemble our game. Okay. Thank you for your service, Mr. Plastic Razor. Blade. So, we're going to bring you back. Cool. This is almost certainly dry by now, hopefully. It wasn't that wet in the first place, so shouldn't be any concerns. So, just do a quick once more. Yeah, all the smudges and stuff are gone. It's kind of just the scratches left. So, we're going to place you back where you belong. Try and get the microphone close enough so you can hear the click. Whoa. Listen to that. Hopefully you can. Because that is a wonderful noise. I love it. Something you don't get with a digital game library, or movie library, or whatever collection of choice that you have. Physical media, everybody. Don't let it die. We'll reinsert the manual. The section for notes. There's the rabbit, which I forget if it has a name. Has been a while since I've watched the movie. Here's some possible minor spoilers for the game. Take a look at the map. Look at that. It's the town, everybody. I'm assuming the squares are going to be like levels. If they're coming across nice enough. Red squares. That's where the attention goes. Anyway, we're going to put the paper sleeve back in, because that is the last piece of our reassembly. And then we can call it a day, or a night, or an afternoon, or whatever time you're deciding to watch this. So we're gonna do the awkward part of this and jam it on in there. There we go. Cool, let's see if I got it in one. Alright, I think we're good on the alignment there. I can't notice any paper like sticking out from under the plastic sleeve. It is like there's this tiny corner here. Does stick out. I don't think I can get it on camera, but it's basically flush with the plastic, which I think is gonna be as good as it gets, because it's kind of flush at the top here too, where it's like almost it's as perfect a fit as it's ever gonna get, especially after I've handled it. So, well, there we have it. Wallace and Gromit is clean. Nice old family fun adventure. Good times all around by everybody. Yeah. It's hard to align this stuff. I've got a very wobbly table. I should probably replace it, especially if I'm going to be giving things a rub on it. Anyway, cool. It's turning 20 on the 29th of August. Yeah, 20 years old. Happy birthday, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. But that is all from me. So, yeah, farewell.